Good evening, it's Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Neustrashimy. Going over the matchmaking, the enemy team has a Georgia, FDG, Buffalo, Edinburgh, Kitakazi, Ulster, Gotland, and a Benson. The map is Greece, 3-cap domination, and we're going to start this one off. I'm closest to C-cap. I'm going to head out here on the flank and start doing the scouting thing. So, this game it gets really technical because we lose this flank, and sometimes you see an opening that you might be that you just see an opening that you try to make a move and see what you can do, and see how it plays out. And I'll walk you through the my thought process as it's coming up. But, right out of the gate, obviously I want to take C-Cap. I've got a Yagumo and a Tago and a Missouri coming with me. That's telling me this is my team's heavy flank. And, pretty much we're probably going to want to play aggressive on this flank. So right out of the gate, I don't know what this Edinburgh is doing. He's just blind shooting into the cap and, very unlikely to hit anything. Now, they do have at least 4 ships over there. Judging by the cap counter, it's 1 DD. And now all of a sudden, our weak flank, we're outmanned here because they've got the DD, the Buffalo, the FDG, the Georgia, and the Edinburgh all out here. And I make a mistake here because I should be telling my Otago and my Missouri to back off because we're no longer heavy out here. And our Otago's already lost half of his HP. And this Georgia, he's playing aggressive. He's getting stuck in here. Now, I do spot the Ostergotland, and my Otago just got nuked. I'm just gonna smoke up. Now that the Ostergotland, he's shooting at us. I do get briefly radared here by the Georgia, or the Buffalo, but I see the Buffalo's kiting away. I just kind of help it out a little bit, hopping forward a couple puffs in the smoke. I drop off, and I'm still able to use my smoke screen to get a few shots off on this Ostergotland and end up with about a 7k trade in exchange for, a couple thousand HP. Not a huge trade in the grand scheme of things. I think my team did a little bit more damage to him. Just chip damage to him, but we got a positive trade there. Now I am playing aggressive here, pushing up here. What I'm looking for is I've got my Missouri. My team needs help here. We're down 2 ships on this flank. My Missouri, his AP is gonna force these guys to angle this way, so I'm just introducing another angle into the equation from out here. And I'm just laying a wide set of torps on this FDG. I see him turn in to sweep out and basically to start developing a flank down the 9 and 10 line. This is a really critical spot. We spot the Edinburgh up here. And you can see what the enemy team's doing. Their Buffalo, their Edinburgh, their FDG, they're all starting to roll out to this flank. Now, just me being there with the Missouri, Edinburgh got spotted. He was forced to smoke up there. That delays their flank a bit. That gives us some breathing room on this flank because this Edinburgh's not going to be rolling right in here hot and heavy, smoking up somewhere down here where he can farm this Missouri. From this angle, the Missouri can bow tank the Edinburgh for a very long period of time. Yagumo gets a couple torp hits on this Georgia, And if you notice my position, I'm angled at the Edinburgh. FDG's behind the island. He can't shoot. Buffalo, I'm assuming, is behind the island. We're going to open up here. We're going to try to get some fire damage going on this Georgia. Ostergotland pops up. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Ostergotland, try to beat this guy up some more. And I am going to smoke up here just because you're starting to see the push come around here. Again, it's just trying to preserve HP because we're going to need it out here. Now, little trick here, I'm backing up. I know that spotting is going to be an issue because my Yagumo had smoked up before I did. And I'm just going to sit just outside my smoke, spot a little bit. Okay, I got the fire that I'm looking for. Okay, I'm going to duck back into the smoke. See, Edinburgh took a big hit. That's the result of that little spotting maneuver that I took. Unfortunately, my Yagumo just gets nuked by torps from the Ostergotland. Now we're kind of in a critical position because my Missouri, he's pinned down, and he's going to start getting farmed from this position. Trying to do what I can to help out down here. Just seeing if I can blind shoot that Edinburgh and get that kill. It's not happening. So I'm just trying to rotate out. And it's at this time I see the opening. We're going to lose the Missouri here right now. Now if you look at the enemy team, they're going to roll right through here down the 9 line, and they're going to go like this. So I'm already moving because I see the move. My Alaska can't hold against this. It's too many guns shooting at him. I know they've got low HP ships there, but that's 3 ships shooting on 1. You know, they might lose 1 or 2 ships, but he's dead if he stays there. So my move, I'm going to cut back in through here. I'm going to see if I can pick up this Ostergotland, and I'm going to try to come in through here, back cap, to try to freeze this push down here. And all I'm trying to do is just force these guys to stop pushing south, to keep C-cap ticking for my team. If I can cap it, great. If not, you know, whatever. My intent here is to slow up the enemy push, and you know, to do that the safe way. This would be really dangerous pushing right through here, because if, say, the Baltimore's right here, I get caught behind this island. So you can see there's shots coming back there. So stuff like this is a trap. Don't do it. You want to go the safe way around stuff. I spot the Ostergotland. Thanks to me beating up on this guy most of the game, he's nice and low for me to pick on. Couple volleys, he's down. My Alaska, he's getting ready to bail on his position. I think that I still think this is a good play, even now. You've got 3 ships here. The safe play, we're going to get a cap here, just bail on this, and then force the enemy. What are you going to defend? So I know the Alaska's giving up damage and XP and stuff right now, but I view this as a very intelligent move. So notice, I'm not gonna rush right into the cap. I'm gonna come back in here and I'm gonna try to spot behind these islands. I'm looking to see, where's that Buffalo? Is he trying to use, you know, these islands to sneak up on me? And it's only once I've come out here and I've seen behind both of these islands, I'm gonna circle back around, and then I'm gonna point bow out, where I'm basically, you know, my bow's pointing west, and that's gonna be, you know, safety. I know everything back here is safe. Now, I'm not too sure what the FTG is going to do right now. He could just keep rushing to C-cap. You look, my Alaska's bailed, and because the Alaska bailed, I think that this FTG makes the decision, you know what, I'm going to try to push C because we need to do something about a cap, because points are an issue for him right now. There's the spot on the Buffalo. Radar cruiser, call target on it, and again, look, I'm sitting here, I'm ready to run. I just now entered the radar range of the Buffalo. I did pick up the cap, and I'm already bailing. Shots coming in from the Georgia. Georgia bags the kill. I don't think I actually got the spotting damage for that because he dropped off at the last minute, but that's the last, you know, remaining hope that they had there. And with that, this game's in the bag. I land a torpedo on the FDG. Just gonna wait for his repair to be on cool. Now we're just gonna start doing the gunboat thing. I've got smoke, I've got plenty of repairs, plenty of HP, and it's because I played conservative with my HP most of the game. Edinburgh pops up. You can see what I was talking about, how these guys got really invested way out here on the flank. The caps are out here. This is where you're going to win the game. You know, if you're going to go a flank, you got to go hard and you got to go fast, because if you hang out here, you're probably going to lose the game. Now notice, I'm just putting my bow to the Edinburgh. I'm just driving really erratically. Even if the Edinburgh does hit me, he's unlikely to pin me, just because I've got my bow pointed at him. There's not a lot that he can do in that position, and it just neutralizes him. And we're basically able to win this one out on points. And I thought this one was a really good game, just to highlight, you know, how decisive a destroyer can be when it comes to making a move like backcapping. And it just really puts the enemy in a huge bind, particularly when you're up 3 caps and they don't have any. Points are going to spiral out of control really quickly for the enemy team. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. As always, the build will be linked below in the video description, and the invites to the community Discord and my Patreon will be down there as well. Hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.